Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me today. This is going to be my best in beauty video for the month of March. I am a little late on this, but it's the way it fit in with my other videos I wanted to do. So I'm going to be talking about kind of a limited amount of favorites in this video. I feel like I very recently did a video that was favorites caliber, and it was talking about my practical beauty problem solvers. And I feel like every product in that video was really like a favorites qualifier. So if you haven't seen that, I'll link to it below so you can check it out. But kind of the reason why I categorized everything as such in that video was because I just felt like they were really kind of no frills, super workhorse, gonna do a specific job type product, and they did it well. So we got that. And then in this video, I've still got some more favorites to share with you, so I'm gonna jump in and do that. My favorite foundation this time around, I believe this got featured in another video as well. I gotta tell you, this Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Stick, I absolutely love this. Sorry, this hair, you gotta go behind the ear. Complexion Rescue Stick. I wear it in the shade Cashew 3.5. I love this so much. Oh, by the way, in this video, I've got demos for, I believe, everything I'm going to be talking about. I will be showing you in a try-on, like I've got lip products, I'll try them all on for you here. But I love this stick so much, and I had forgotten that this has the SPF in it. It has SPF 25, and I think in my morning routine video, I was like putting on my Complexion Rescue this stuff underneath it, because I was like, okay, I really want that SPF. It is SPF 30 in this, but I had forgotten that it is in the stick too. Love everything about this stick. I love freaking the way it opens and closes. It's a tight closure. It's a really creamy stick. It feels cooling on the skin. I feel like it wears so well. Great staying power throughout the day for the fact that it doesn't have some kind of super dry down, because we kind of expect a little better staying power or less tendency to transfer off, right? When stuff really dries down on the skin. And this, you know, I touch my skin, it feels like hydrated skin. It doesn't feel sticky, but I don't go to major lengths to really set my face all over, and this still wears so nicely. It looks fresh on the skin. I would call it a medium coverage product. Generally speaking, I just love a stick foundation format to begin with, but if it's gonna be like a really great experience putting it on, like it feels great just going across the skin, easy to blend out, like I said, kind of natural coverage, which is pretty much what I need right now. I mean, it's not the fullest of the full. If I'm looking up real close, I might be able to see some little things, but it's just such a great everyday foundation, and the coverage is satisfying to me. I would put it in that category, and you can build it a little bit, but when I'm wearing this, I feel like my skin has just a little extra radiance that not even a highlighter is going to provide to you. It's like a come look up close at me type skin. It looks that good. So love my Bare Minerals stick. You can apply it with a beauty blender. You can blend it in with a brush. I like my Sephora Pro Mini Flawless Airbrush at all times for as many things as possible because I love that brush. Okay, concealer. I've been using several different concealers that I've enjoyed, but the specific purpose I'm going to be talking about this concealer is for touching up. Now you'll see it going on as like fresh application used in today's makeup, but a point that I really want to make with this is that it's such a good retouching concealer. It's the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. Over this past month, I kind of rediscovered it when I've had these situations where I've had something to do later in the day, and I look at my makeup and I'm thinking, yeah, it could be a little fresher, could be a little better. And I swear, I take the tiniest dot, and by the way, I'm in the shade Nude now. I used to wear light beige. I will probably move back into light beige sometime over the course of the summer, but this stuff looks so fresh, and I'm talking, I want to show you exactly how much I mean. Under one eye, I kind of go like right in this area if I'm touching up. That much. Because we're talking, if you're touching up, you're going on top of existing makeup, right? So you don't want to be putting on a lot. But a key to touching up, if you're going to touch up concealer, use a flat brush. In my demo in this video, I'm showing you just a fresh application with the flat brush. But the reason why that flat brush is so important, it spreads the product beautifully, number one. But number two, when you're taking that under your eye and you've got eye makeup on, it keeps that retouched concealer from interfering and getting all up in that area. Whereas maybe a slightly larger or different shaped buffing brush or even a beauty blender might kind of mess up your eye makeup. So this is so good for keeping keeping it nice and clean. So if I am retouching my concealer, I'm gonna be taking it here. I'm gonna be getting it right up to the lower lash line. I feel like there's a video where I have demoed this with this product. If I can find that, I'll link to it. But if you ever feel like, gosh, I need a little refreshed look, but I don't want it to look heavy, I don't want to look like I have layered makeup on makeup, it really is amazing. It doesn't have that look, but you get like recovered, and then pop on a little highlighter or blush on top of that, and boom, you look so fresh again. But if you're gonna touch up concealer, flat brush is key. It's gonna keep it right in line and look great. Also, if you do retouch this, I don't even feel like I need to really set it. You're applying such a small amount of product, I wouldn't feel like, oh my gosh, now I gotta put powder on top of this, which is on top of old makeup. No, just a little bit of this. It's amazing. These next things kind of like slid in late to the game in my favorites video. I am loving them so much, but they're newbies here. If you watched my Profusion video, you saw me mention the Blush 2 palette. I think the cost on this might have been like $4 and change, $4.88 or something like that at Walmart. This is a beautiful blush palette. I am all about it. It's different finishes. You've got like shimmers here. You've got more like satiny finishes. You've got a couple mattes. They're gorgeous blushes. And if you're looking at them thinking, man, those are dark or those are bright, can you really wear those on your skin tone? Absolutely. I just go very light with it, but you get just beautiful color. I love them so much. So I went back and I got the blush one. I told y'all I was gonna go back and get the blush one, and I did. And this is the lighter selection of shades. What I love about this is that shades like this and this that you're looking at thinking, oh, those are kind of light, or those just gonna look dusty or whatever, they show up even better than you might expect, these colors. I mean, I feel like they go on the skin just slightly richer than they look in the pan. And then you got shimmers, and you got this shade up here. You got kind of like a little bit of a NARS Orgasm type color down here, which I'm wearing that one today. These blush palettes are so good. And if you're gonna give them to me for under $5 in a very accessible store, this is a gold mine. You want to get these. You want your spring blush, okay? But let's back it up a little bit, because this is what I applied before the blush. And this is the Contour 1 palette. I really wanted to try this out because there's a bigger palette that I used in that Profusion video. It had some really nice powders in it, contouring powders, and it also had a bunch of creamy concealers, which I wasn't always wanting to use that stuff every day. But again, in that kind of under $5 category of Walmart, I found this Contour 1, and they have a Contour 2 that's deeper. But I thought everything in here, like looking at the light powder, the tone of the highlights, I thought this would be perfect for me, and it really is. You've got 2 contouring options. This under eye setting powder, light T-zone powder, that's the way I'm wearing that today. Just real lightly in a few areas. The texture on this is beautiful, adds a little hint of coverage. You've got your light sculpt and tan sculpt. Those look great around the forehead, the cheekbone, and then your really glowy highlights over here. One is a little more peachy, that's the shade called Visionary, and Miracle is right here on this finger. It's a little more golden, but they're both really pretty. I would say with the highlights, what you need to do is buff them in. They look best when you really kind of work them over, and when you do, they look so natural on there. So I know I've talked about like more expensive contour palettes, the Sigma one, you know, that's really cool because you're getting a nice variety of finishes. Here, I guess you do get the variety of finishes, but it's just the shimmery highlights, but it's kind of like a basic, you're probably going to use everything in this palette type of palette. There's even a little brush. I haven't used this yet. It's just a little small. But I really like the textures of these powders, and they go on great. They blend easily. So pleased. So in terms of sequence of application, again, I did this light powder on my under eye area. I did contouring powders around like forehead and cheekbone. Then I skipped on over to blush 1, and I used the shade called Popular as my blush, and then back on over to the contour palette and used Miracle as my highlight. So these blush and contour palettes, like I said, they crept in, they snuck into this video, but I love them so much, and I think they are a bargain. They are a steal, and they're a great quality steal at that. So yay for that. And then my last thing, guys, is this my last thing? No, I got a couple other things. Oh yeah, from practical and find it at Walmart to kind of bougie, kind of is it really necessary? The Farsali, this is the Rose Gold Skin Mist, 24, what does that say? 24 karat gold infused. Yeah, I need that in my mist, always. Hydrate, prime, and set. It's the scent for me on this. Has anybody tried this? Do you know what I'm talking about with this scent? What is it? To me, it's kind of like an oranges and cream kind of scent, which sounds a little strange, but it is amazing. I love that. This was sent to me. If I run out of this, I actually see myself repurchasing. I've used quite a bit. We got a little foam up there. We got some suds, but I've used this much of it, and I've just been wanting to use this one every day. You shake it up and you see the little gold flecks that settle down to the bottom. You see them kind of floating throughout after you shake it up. I want that gold dispersed. Thank you very much. But I've been loving this mist. I would say focus in on this if you're a scent person. At the thought of that oranges and cream, or if you can come up with a better description, tell me in the comments, but if that really speaks to you, that would be the primary reason I think to go for this, because in terms of just like maybe giving your skin a little bit of a dewy finish at the end, there are a lot of products that can do that. And if scent is really like not important to you, or you would even rather be without scent, steer clear. But I'm just sharing, there's a special reason why I like this, and I've been wanting to use it every single day for probably over a month now. Now here's my last thing. This is my favorite lip product of the month, and it is from Milani, and it's the Keep It Full lip colors. Now I know I've talked about these at some point before. They're the Nourishing Lip Plumpers, and I feel like they're kind of a low-cost alternative to Buxom, especially like there are different finishes. There are creamier ones that remind me of the Buxom lip creams. There are more shimmery ones that remind me of the lip polishes. I own 4 of these. I've got kind of a nudie gold one. It's downstairs. It's probably my least favorite. These would be my top 3. And my most favorite is the one I'm wearing right now. This one is called Rosewood. It is creamy, no shimmer. You put it on, you feel a cooling effect, great thickness to the product, but not stickiness at all. And you feel like kind of lip perfecting. It's doing, quite frankly, what a lot of glosses will do, which is give you this lacquer type layer over your lips that just takes away the appearance of any kind of line that you're gonna have. I feel like it lasts probably a little better than the average gloss just for its thickness, but it's still incredibly comfortable. And I love that cooling feel. Like I applied this maybe over half an hour ago. It still feels refreshingly cool on the lips. That does not go away immediately. So Rosewood, top shade, Dusty Rose, anybody can wear that. Another shade that I think is really impressive is this Soft Rose, because if you see this in the store and you're wondering, is that gonna be opaque and true to color? It really is. So this is gonna be kind of a cool nude. And a lot of times we find nudes that are more peachy, a little more golden. This is a great, I think, cool nude. And so if you've been looking for that shade in a gloss, this is perfect. It really shows true to color. And then the one called Luminoso, this is alongside the gold that I have. I'll have to check that, give you a shade name on that, but that one and this one are a little more on the sheer side and they have shimmer. So this is like a peach with the finest gold fleck in it, like nothing you would ever feel texture-wise on your lips, but just a little more sheer. You're not gonna see so much this color full on. It's just like more of a wash of peachiness. I've purchased all these myself. I've found them like at Walmart, I think has been the main place, but I love those. If you like cooling sensations, if you like glossy finishes and a line that is really loaded with a good variety of kind of nudie neutrals, this would be a great place to look. And if you've considered Buxom but don't want to spend that price on one lip product, check these out. So that, my friends, is my favorites video for the month of March. Again, the practical must-haves video, if you want to check that out, those are also some great things, because as I was sort of accumulating my things that I wanted to talk about in this video, I thought, well, I could mention this and this and this and, well, everything in that other video. So check that out if you are just rolling on this favorites train and want something else to watch. But I appreciate your viewership always. Thank you for taking time out of your days to watch these videos, to comment, to subscribe, to give thumbs up, hint, hint, hint. I appreciate it so much. And for those of you who say, hey, I'm subscribed, but I'm not getting my notifications, make sure the bell thingy is turned on, and then you will get notified when a new upload is uploaded. Thank you guys so much. Love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye. I'm back. I forgot about something. I mentioned nothing about the eyes. This is what I'm wearing on the eyes. This is very new to me. I did review it. I do really like this palette. I'm not sure I can call it a favorite yet. Like, what is the exact timing for when something qualifies in your favorites video? But I am loving this palette, and I just wanted to let you know this is what I used for my eye look today. I just feel like I've bounced around to so many palettes recently. I've been trying so many things. Sometimes it's kind of rare when I do hone in on one for for a favorites video. I feel like I'm in a continual testing mode or something, but the shades I'm wearing today are Afternoon Delight and Come and Get It in the crease. I've got Too Good, this kind of cool shade actually, on my lid, and Hot to Trot is my main like depth creator here in the outer corner. And I smudged that below the eye as well, and I love the look. Like, I've loved so many looks with this palette, and I'm wearing lashes today too. These are the Ardell Remy lashes in the 778 style. I had to trim them up big time because they were way too long, left to right for my eye, but that is the eye look. I didn't want to leave out talking about eyes completely. That's it now. I'm going. Bye.